welcome to Sharp Wrist Gaming, and today we're back with what? Pokemon TCG Pokemon Trade Card Game Online. We haven't done this in years, I think. I think the last time I did it was when I lived in Duluth, which has probably been about a year, if not a little bit longer. So we're going to slowly try and get back into TCG. As you can see on the screen, we're using a very strange looking deck right now. We're using a Mega Mawile deck. Now, Mega Mawile EX came out in its own box in the United States. As you can see, with 3 Fairy Energies, Twin Grapple does 130 damage, flip 2 coins for each heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So not a great card, only 190 HP for a Mega Pokemon isn't great either, but you know me, I love Mega Mawile, so we're going to be using Mega Mawile. There's the 2-2 line of the Mega Mawile EX. We also have one Lugia EX just for variation of attackers. I didn't want to use Mewtwo because we're playing Standard instead of Expanded, so we have to use Lugia instead of Mewtwo. I only have one Shaman too. I'd like to have 2 Shaman, but I only own 1 Shaman. There's hopefully a trading process to get another one. If you guys have extra Shamans on TCGO, I'd be willing to trade a bunch of packs for one, so just let me know and we can get that sorted out. Otherwise, we just have one today. I don't mind just having one because it gets in the way sometimes when we have so few Pokemon in this deck. And again, I'm coming back to it after a year, so I'm not great. And by far, this deck isn't great. This is just more of a for fun deck, so just be aware of that as we go into this. We also have a 3-3 line of Aromatisse since they are so... oh, I didn't know it moved with your cursor, the holographic pattern. But Aromatisse is so detrimental to this deck. 3-3 is what I usually run. It's been working so far, so we'll see. We also have 2 Xerneas, so we can start Geomancing and getting Fairy Energies onto our Spritzies, Mawiles, Aromatisses, Lugias, and Shamans. So then from there we just have a bunch of item cards. I tried to make this a really big disruption deck, but it's not. I had so many things I wanted to throw in. I couldn't get like Trick Shovel. Trick Shovel was what I wanted to get in here. Just Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, just those ones that are getting rid of cards, since Mega Mawile's whole thing is that it gets rid of energy cards. I wanted to kind of play off that, but it didn't really work out too well here. So I'll show you what I have. We have 2 of the Evo Sodas to get it up to Aromatisse and Mawile. We also have 3 Max Potions to use on our Mawiles and other Pokemon. We can Fairy Transfer off them. We have 1 Mega Turbo to boost up that Mawile. We have 1 Super Rod to get back some Fairy Energies. We also have a Tool Retriever so we can get the Mawile Skill Link off of Mega Mawile and give it a Muscle Band so it's doing more damage. Since we're only doing 130 with Twin Grapple and 150 still isn't getting a ton of knockouts, but it's doing more damage, so we'll see how well that works out. We also have 2 Trainer's Mail, just so we can be searching. We have 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Versus Seekers. We have a Bridget. I haven't used Bridget before, but I kind of like it. It's kind of like a... actually, looking at it, it's kind of like a Pokemon Fan Club, but I think kind of worse, because you only get either 1 EX or 3 basics. I think you can get 2 EXs with Fan Club. Correct me if I'm wrong, those of you TCG veterans. And also we have 2 Lysander. We have 2 Ns, since they're back in the format now. 2 Professor Sycamore. 1 Skyla. 1 Teammates, my favorite supporter card of all time. 1 Zerosic. That really helps with our Team Flare Headringer, so we can get it onto their EXs. We also have 4 Fairy Gardens, because they're so essential to this deck. 2 Mawile Spirit Link. 2 Muscle Band. 2 of the Wonder Energies. And 10 Fairy Energies. So we're going to find a battle here for you guys, and we'll see how this deck goes over. So we'll be back in just a moment. Alright guys, so we found an opponent, Berry Pokeaz. If you're watching, good luck. So he has a water team. I always go for tails. Though it's... oh, I was about to say, though it seems to be that they usually get heads now. Would you like to go first? Yes, I want to go first with this deck because I want to start building up those Spritzies. And typically you don't attack turn 1. Like here we wouldn't be attacking turn 1, so I'm glad we went first. My opponent has no basic Pokemon, so we do have a chance to get a Spritzy still. Choose your active. We only have Lugia, which is also unfortunate because we only have 1 Fairy Energy right now. The Wonder Energies can't go on Lugia. Yeah. A lot of buttons to press. This whole new interface is really fancy, but it's also really hard to use. So we see Dive Ball, Max Potion, It's going to be a Greninja Break, which I have not faced yet. I don't know what a lot of the new cards do since I've been out of the game for so long. Like, I still collect them, but I don't really read what they do. So it's going to be a lot of figuring things out along the way, along with you guys, if you're new to TCG. I kind of know some things because of some of my friends I went to regionals with play a lot of TCG, and that's what they were doing at regionals, so I tried to learn from them, but we'll see. I really like Trevenant Break, so we're probably going to be doing a Trevenant Break here as our second deck, if I can get all the cards together. But as of right now, we're using Mega Mawile first, because I really wanted to make a deck around this to see what I could do with it. So we want to draw our extra card, because they didn't get one. Unfortunately, it's a Mawile Spirit Link, and then we get an Ultra Ball, so that works out. So here I'm going to attach the Fairy Energy for sure. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Mega Turbo and a Fairy Garden. Since we do have another one in our hand right now, I don't think it's a huge deal to have it. I could grab Xerneas, but I think Spritzy's going to be better for us here. Just because we won't be able to get Xerneas active too easily. Actually, we could have. I should have grabbed Xerneas. Because then I could next turn I could have played Fairy Garden and Wonder Energy and then gotten Xerneas up front. But we wouldn't have guaranteed having a Pokemon in the back either. So, I don't know. It was a weird turn there. We'll see. But we see a couple Froakie set up by my opponent. We could see a Wally. I don't know if Wally Rare Candy works together. I think you have to go into Froakie. I mean, not Froakie. A Frogadier. He does bubble, so does that mean we're paralyzed? We are paralyzed. Unfortunate. But we do grab a Mawile here. And we get our Aromatisse. So unfortunately I can't withdraw my my dude here. So I'm going to get a Spirit Link onto Mawile as soon as possible in case he has like a Headringer. He could Starly Megaphone it off, but I'm not super worried about it. Then I'll get a Wonder Energy onto Mawile as well. I would try and retreat here and get the Fairy Garden out right now, but unfortunately Lugia was paralyzed, so we do have to wait a turn. Bubble doesn't do any damage though, it just paralyzes, so that is a plus for us. We do see a Dive Ball probably grabbing either a Greninja or a Frogadier, so he is going to have to evolve into Frogadier. He's going to have to go the long way about it. And let's see what Frogadier can do. Search your deck for 3 Frogadier and put them onto your bench. Uh-oh. So I guess using Frogadier is good, because now look, he's got a bunch of Greninja set up for the following turn. We did get our Mega Mawile, but we don't have enough energies yet. So I think we'll skip the Mega this turn, and we're just going to do normal Mawile. So we don't want to Fairy Transfer quite yet, because we want to retreat first. Using that free retreat cost, we'll go up into Mawile, and then we'll Fairy Transfer. Actually, let's not Fairy Transfer quite yet. Let's leave it on Lugia right now, just, I don't know, in case they have an attack that they can get rid of it. Because we only need 1 energy to attack right now, so we're gonna smack it. Put 20 damage on that Frogadier. And we're going to see the evolution into Greninja. So, Mega Mawile is able to 1-8 KO Greninjas. Oh, he's got 2 different kinds of Greninjas here. Both can get 1-8 KO, but this is the older Greninja, where you can discard water energies and do 3 damage to a Pokemon. It looks like those are the only Greninjas he has. He is going to Dive Ball, I assume, for another Greninja, though. Yeah, or maybe for the last Frogadier for that Froakie, but he's going to grab another Greninja. What do these new ones do? Shadow Stitching. Each Pokemon your opponent has in play or in his hand, no abilities. Oh, okay, that's going to be a problem for poor little Aromatisse. Does 80 damage, though. Did he do Moonlight Slash? Yeah, he did Moonlight Slash. So that's rather annoying. We didn't get an energy again, so I'm going to actually pull up the Froakie. But we're going to need to get a Max Potion as soon as possible. I'm going to use a good old smack here. And as long as he can't get the Greninja back up front, which he possibly could. Oh yeah, because he grabbed a Water Energy. Okay, he put it on the Greninja, so maybe he's just letting this Froakie take the damage. He's going to Ultra Ball, so it's also possible to get another Greninja out here. He's going to grab a Greninja Break, so now we get to see what this thing does. He's going to evolve the Greninja with the energy on it. Greninja Break got turned around sideways. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may discard a Water Energy from your hand. Did he just do that, though? No, he Professor Sycamore. Okay. So he's got a bunch of muscle bands going on here. Ooh, I like this Greninja deck, though. He's going to Water Shuriken. which is going to hit the Mawile. It's not going to be able to knock us out, fortunately enough. But we could use... Oh, gosh. Alright, well, I'm going to play Skyla. Do I Skyla for the max potion, or do I grab something else? Like, I could grab Trainer's Mail, but I don't know that'll help us here. Versus Seeker. What have we played? Just Lysander. I almost think grabbing a... What did I want to grab? I think Max Potion just to elongate our Mawile survival rate here. I mean, it's not looking good for us because we're not getting cards we need. Which, unfortunately, because the match before this, we got all the cards we needed. Now, oh! I just misplayed so terribly. I just misplayed terribly. I didn't notice that was a Wonder Energy. Darn it. If I would have noticed it was a Wonder Energy, I would have put it onto Aromatisse. But I didn't notice. So I might as well have not used Fairy Transfer that turn. I am an idiot. Well, we're just going to smack this Froakie again. Well, that was disappointing. So he's going to get a Water Energy on Froakie so he can withdraw it. Now this Greninja is going to come in and hurt us really bad. That was really disappointing that I just did that. I'm sorry, everybody. I am sorry. So Greninja's going to come in. He's going to use Professor Birch's observations. So if he gets Tails, well, he got Heads. But he can still get rid of enough cards that he can use Greninja's ability. He's going to put a Muscle Band on the other Greninja, get a Remoraid out so he can get that Octillery going. Octillery was in the deck that I battled last time. Giant Water Shuriken does 60 damage. And Moonlight's... Wait. What's happening? Did I read Greninja wrong? Oh, you put 6 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. I thought it said you drew 6 cards. I'm a bloody idiot. Well, we have no energies now, so we essentially just lost here. Okay, well, we know what Greninja does. I get a Versus Seeker. What a slap in my face. Alright, well, let's grab Lysander, see if we can prolong this game longer by pulling up Remoraid or something like that. Oh, bloody heck. Well, I mean, even getting rid of that Wonder Energy wouldn't have... I mean, even keeping that Wonder Energy, sorry, would not have saved us here. I mean, I guess I could have put the Water Energy onto... I mean, the Wonder Energy onto Aromatisse and then moved that up to Mawile and gave Lugia the normal Fairy Energy. So we at least had 1 energy on Lugia, but... You know... He might start... Oh, he's just going to retreat and go into Greninja. He's going to Wally, probably to get the Octillery. For those of you who don't know, Octillery's ability makes it so you can draw... Oh, he's going to grab another Greninja break. So you can draw up to 5 cards in your hand. And he doesn't have anything left to do that turn. Neither do we. Lovely! As you can see, this deck is not very consistent. Because like I said, last game, I was getting all the cards I needed. I was destroying house. And then this one happened. So we may have to play another game for you guys. See if we can do a little bit better. I mean, at least now we know what Greninja Break does. I did not know what it did. So, as you can see from my astoundment with what was happening with the damage. So, yeah, we'll probably try Greninja Break at some point. I know I don't have any Greninja Break cards, because the other person that uses this account has not used it in a long time, nor have I. So, we are behind in the cards area. But let's see. Does my opponent have any Water Energies? How many have they used already? No, not Wally. I want to see the whole thing. There's 4 Water Energies in here, so I'm assuming they have a lot more than that. Is there Water Energy on any of these Pokemon back here? I don't think so. Nope. He apparently didn't have any Water Energy, so there's still a chance. I mean, there's not, because we just pulled them all while Spirit Link can have to end the turn again. How many energies are in my discard? There should just be a Wonder and 1 Fairy, right? Yeah. So there's still 9 more Fairy Energies out there and 1 more Wonder Energy, so I don't know why we aren't pulling any. We're just pulling all the garbage Pokemon cards we can't use. Okay, there's Water Energy for my opponent finally, so they can use Moonlight Slash, They could discard, so it'd end up doing 100 damage to Lugia. They're gonna Skyla here, probably for like Professor's Letter, I would assume. Fisherman. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see that. I want to see. Oh, it won't let me see that. So, if I read that correctly, you get 4 energies with Fisherman? Is that correct? Because if that's the case, why do I have Super Rod? Why do I? Because I'm living in the past and I think Super Rod's still good. But nope. Apparently there's a card called Fisherman. Does that just bring them to your hand, though, instead of... what's it called? Shuffling them into your deck? I don't know. I don't know, Ming. But we'll draw... and we're just getting garbage. We're just getting garbage. I mean, I would not feel bad if you guys skipped to the next battle, because this one is over for us. We're just pulling garbage cards, and my opponent just has to get into water energy here to knock out Lugia, and then it's just Aromatisse, and they just have to not get another water energy. So they need 2 more water energies. I'm assuming they'll use Fisherman here. And in between battles, I'll look at Fisherman and see if it's better than Super Rod, which at this point I think it is. I mean, I could look at it myself. I have the card, but it's in a binder in my closet, and I'd have to go get it. Okay, put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile in your hand. That's so much better than Super Rod. I mean, Super Rod, you can get Pokemon back too, but I'm really only using it for energies, so we're probably... Oh, he shot the Aromatisse. Alright. And then he's going to... Oh, Water Shuriken. He's going to end the game this turn. Okay, good for you. Good for you. Less time we have to take. And now he just uses the giant Water Shuriken or whatever it's called. Or no, he just used Moonlight Slash. Sorry, that's the attack. That's the attack. See you, Lugia. You tried. Not really. I mean, I kind of screwed you over by not giving you energy. Not that we ever got another energy that game, but... We'll find another battle for you guys, and we'll be right back with Fisherman over Super Rod. Alright, we are back, guys. Interesting fact, remember when I said our collection isn't up to date? We don't have Fisherman yet. So, my opponent's going to be calling the coin flip here. We see a Team Magma coin. Obviously, the coin doesn't always mean what the deck is, but it might be a Groudon deck. It could also be Camerupt. I know that's seen a little bit of play, not a ton. But let's see here. I don't get any basics because I only have like 6 in this deck. Maybe 7. 6. That's how many basics I have, so. We don't always get... Oh, wait, we do have 7. We don't always get basics, but we usually get the ones we need, so. Except for... I mean, last game we kind of had them. But not really. Well, let's see what we get this time. We got Spritzy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't ever get Xerneas, so I always forget we have Xerneas in this deck. I don't want to put any on the bench quite yet. I don't know that we need to. I mean, we could get End here, so... Oh, it's Night March. That's not going to end up good for us. Battle Compressor. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, turn 1, my opponent can't attack. But I guess Night March likes to go first now. I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I don't know the meta currently. So I've seen a couple Night Marchers go in there. Let's see how many they got right now. They got 3 Lampets and a Pumpkaboo. Woo! That spells good things for us. We see a Shaman come out so they can draw some more cards. And already, we are just looking bad. We are just looking bad. I mean, the nice thing is that they don't have any Psychic types out. They only have the Joltik. And Joltik needs 2 energies even with Dimension Valley. But we also have Fairy Garden, so we can possibly... slow them down slightly. I mean, this deck isn't one that's easy to slow down. It's in fact very hard to slow down. It's made to go really fast, as you can see by how much they're drawing. They're already at 33 cards left in the deck after turn 1. They're going to Acro Bike, bringing it down 31, sorry. Yeah, it's just not a good situation for us. I mean, our opponent could deck out. That would be nice. Oh, he gets the double colors energy for Joltik. Not that it matters this turn, but it will next turn. 3 more cards go in the discard pile. I mean, the best we can do is hold out for the end of the night, really. Let's put our Fairy Energy onto Xerneas. Let's play a Spritzy. Let's play this card. It's actually Ultra Ball away are 2 items. I know, Ultra Balling away Mawile. What is wrong with me? But hold on with me. Baby, hold on to me. We're going to grab a Mawile. And we're going to put that thing down. And then we're going to play Shaman so we can get 6 new cards. And we see another Spritzy, so they can't kill off Spritzy right away. We have a Trainer's Mail. See, we can play a lot of cards turn 1 too. Apparently, oh, I was gonna say, apparently there's no cards in this deck, but I lied because I forgot it only looks at the top 4 cards. So we're gonna play an N, make my opponent draw 1 extra card. And we get a Lugia here, so we have our whole deck filled out. I mean, bench filled out. I don't know that it's a good thing, but we have it. We have it if we need it. And then Xerneas can Geomancy this turn. Let's put 1 onto Mawile and 1 onto Lugia. There's 1 there. And there's 1 here. Alright, so now we see this Joltik's going to 1-hit KO us. He might bring up Lugia, like he might try and Lysander up Lugia, which would be a problem. He gets another Joltik set up too. Let's see if we see a Lysander here. Just see a Muscle Band. They still possibly have a Lysander, obviously. They're going to probably just throw Muscle Band onto Joltik though, like that. Going to Trainer's Mail again. Probably still searching for that Lysander. Get another Muscle Band. Trying to 1-hit KO Lugia, I'm sure, because that'd be a big hit for them. Muscle Band on the Shaman. Gonna get rid of my Fairy Garden. And we see Shaman come out, so they can draw more cards, which actually I'm in favor of, because that's really our only option right now is to deck them out. They're down to 18 cards. And he's just gonna Night March. Destroy my poor Zern. But Lugia can come up here and knock out Joltik. I mean, it's not going to help in the long run because there's still another Joltik back there. But we'll play Lugia. We will then Fairy Energy onto Lugia. We'll go for a Versus Seeker. Grab an N. I mean, we're going to be putting an extra card back in my opponent's deck, but actually 2 extra cards because they knocked out a Pokemon. But that's what I was looking for. I needed that Mawile. That Mega Mawile. I mean, obviously, we're going to need a few more energies here. I'm going to throw this on the Shaman. Not that it really matters. I'm going to throw out a Xerneas as well. And I'm going to put Mawile out here. Mega Mawile it is. And then we Arrow Ball this Joltik. Get it out of here. Again, it's not a huge win for us, but it's something. Because this Joltik's going to come in and just knock out our Lugia. But the following turn, I'm going to try and get a Mawile set up. Now, we do see Pumpkaboo, so that is a problem. But if we can get rid of Dimension Valley, it's going to be a little harder for them to attack with Pumpkaboo. So that's another thing we are going to be looking towards doing. Opponent's down to 16 cards. But they're going to be picking up a lot of prizes here as well. So I don't know that they're necessarily worried about it. Going to Versus Seeker. Pull up a Teammates. We're going to be able to draw 2 more cards here. Probably looking for a double colorless energy for their Pumpkaboo. That's what I'd assume. DCE for the Pumpkin Bee. But we will know and just, yep, you grabbed a DC for Pumpkaboo. So, again, gonna discard 2 more cards and grab another card out of the deck. Again, this is what we're hoping for. Shaman, play it. Play that Shaman. Play it right now. Play that card and then play Shaman. Okay, play Shaman right away. And it's gonna get him 5 more cards, which will bring him down to 8. Now, it's looking, our strategy is looking better every day. I mean, he's gonna do 400 damage to Lugia. Just absolutely overkill it. It's unfortunate. But if we can play our cards right, which I don't think we can at this point, especially after that, but we are going to Fairy Transfer our 1 Fairy Energy to Xerneas. It's all up to you, Xerneas. Alright, So Xerneas goes for Geomancy here. We grab 2 new energies. Okay, we have 3 left in the deck after this turn of at least just normal fairy energies. We could also have our wonder energy sitting in there. So we just need to draw one of them for Mawile to hit this Joltik. We also need a fairy garden though, is the problem. So we need like an N here, or Professor Sycamore would be the most ideal card. He's going to Lysander at Mawile, and that's going to end up being the game because of it. Because we saw Joltik was doing 200 damage. Yep. That's going to end up being game now. He just sealed it with that stupid Lysander. What can you do, though? So, I mean, we can bring up Shaman, but... okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if we get actually, let's Lysander up this. So this probably won't work out too well for us here. But, I mean, it's really the only thing we can do. So, I brought up their Shaman so I can Sky Return it, but get my Shaman out of here. And bring Geomancy, Xerneas back up. So we have to keep this Shaman active. So we can either stall them out or set up another Mawile. And then get a Fairy Garden up so we can... Oh, he's going to get an energy. So that's going to end up calling it for us. Unless we get another Lysander, unfortunately. Oh, he just straight up retreats. Never mind. That's calling it for us. We tried, folks. We tried. But alas, we could not overcome the Night March. Had he not had that Lysander, though, we did have a chance. What I was going to... Well, we had to get a Fairy Garden. There was a lot that needed to happen. We did have a chance, though. It's just unfortunate that that's how it goes down. A Lysander. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to leave your comments on this deck. Again, this is not a competitive deck, as you can see, because those competitive decks actually just want us. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone.